Hello Internet, welcome back to Watch with Joe. It's time for another episode of Andor. Where did we leave off? At the end of the last episode. We left off in a place where, Cassian has been integrated into a rebel cell, I'm going to call it, who are doing a job in like a couple of days' time. And it's a big job. It's stealing Imperial, like all the wages for like a barracks, basically. And yeah, it's crazy. And he's got like a day and a half to learn everything and memorize everything about this base, the plan, and everything to get through that whole experience. So that's going to be a fun showdown for, I think. I don't know. I'm useless at knowing how many episodes are going to be in each season. 12 episodes. Okay, so we're not even at the halfway point of the season yet. So I doubt that this scheme and plan and things will last the whole season. That'd be a really long 3 days, but if it could if things go tits up, which they probably will. So that's going to be a fun story to look at. The other bit of the story we got last week was we got some Mon Mothma stuff, and she seems to be in. She is surrounded on all sides by enemies, obviously, because she is in the Senate. So there are Imperial loyalists all around, and people looking to gain favour, as has always been the case in the Senate. But she's also been watched very closely, which is making her job or her sneaky use of Imperial funds to fund rebellion more and more difficult. And there was one bit that I noticed last week which put me on edge about where Mon Mothma is, and it's she went to buy her husband a gift. By the time she got back home, her husband already knew where she'd gone. So he's getting information from people watching her. So that's interesting. And she's going to have now, he's invited all these people who are her perceived enemies in the Senate to dinner. So that's going to be an awful evening. I'll also say that Mon Mothma was talking about another person to bring into an inner circle, and I wonder if it's Bail Organa, but then I'd also imagine that Bail Organa is already in an inner circle, unless this is factions of rebellion coalescing. And if that's the case, then maybe Bail's been doing his own thing and not linked with this group yet, but maybe that's all coming together. I imagine it's Bail, just because anytime when we get more Bail Organa is cool. I like him. He's a cool character. I loved seeing him back in Obi-Wan. So yeah, it'd be nice to have him back again. But we will see. We did get a little bit of the deputy inspector guy at the corporate security, who all of them got fired and the Empire took over because of Cassian escaping and the deaths and all of that from the end of episode 3. And he is a man who I imagine is now on a quest for revenge and to get his station back. So he's going to be coming for Cassian, I imagine. So yeah, lots to look forward to in the next part of the season, and specifically episode 5 of Andor. So let's go watch it right now. Oh, here he is. He seems fairly despondent. Blue milk! Blue milk and cereal!
Being a leader isn't something one... Shame we couldn't have seen more of each other when you were flourishing. I'd have the memory to sustain me.
You could have come.
Perhaps you've forgotten my question. Do you have even a single prospect before you?
Nope.
I'll find a way.
These are desperate times.
You're assuming he'll remember you.
That's amusing.
And you think he'll talk to you.
I know he will.
Family connections, which they haven't used.
And he'll respect me.
Hey, Gas.
You didn't come with much. That plus the bad arms, pretty clear you left wherever you were in a hurry. Whose is this?
Didn't get a name.
Yeah.
So that's it. That's why you're here? Revenge?
Scars on his back.
I'm here to win and walk away.
Wouldn't that be lovely?
He knows it's he knows it's a almost certain death. This mission. It's interesting.
Oh, change in plan. Dad's taking me. You're taking me, right?
Better clear it with her.
What is
I
this?
don't have any.
What would I be showing off?
You're involved somehow.
Oh, this is a tense
Nobody
family
cares. You
situation.
can relax. It's all about you, isn't it? It's always all about you.
Is this really how you'd like to start the day?
I didn't choose this conversation.
I don't like this.
There's a growing list of things we've known and forgotten, things they've pushed us to forget. Things like freedom. Skeen pretends not to listen, but I know the message is sinking in.
I like this
He's
kid.
writing a manifesto.
He's gonna die, but you know I like him.
The pace of repression outstrips our ability to understand it, and that is the real trick of the Imperial
Oh
Revolution.
God, that's hitting close in the current political climate.
You don't know how to get it off the runway, do you?
We know how to fly it.
Yeah, but you gotta get it up there first.
Answer the question.
You really don't. We can say it's your idea, I don't care, but if it's my ass on the line, I'm pulling this thing out of there.
Oh God, this is deeper than I thought it was. I thought they had a decent plan. They're in a bit of bother.
Questions?
What are they doing?
Never mind about them. You got enough to worry about.
No, I don't like that. Everyone needs to know exactly what everyone else is doing.
Switch.
Why switch sides?
Skin is left-handed. You want your weapon on the outside.
What am I?
Right-handed.
Taramin?
Right.
Center?
Right.
Nemec?
Favors right, but shoots left.
Any other suggestions?
Wait!
Uh-oh, that's not good.
Cover the guns!
Uh-oh.
Is it true they're tearing this all down?
It's been discussed.
Move the airbase here. Makes sense.
It's a big project.
Can you imagine this place with a couple of thousand of them?
Yes. I can.
Get about your business, Corporal. I'll be making rounds tomorrow night, and I expect you at your station.
So, yes, sir.
I still don't trust this guy.
What did I miss while I was gone?
The Finkley conference.
Oh, now what are you doing? You are looking to get ahead,
Prime?
and you want that stolen piece that Cassian had.
It's too spread out to be organized, but you don't believe that.
Different factions.
I know this. If I was them, this is how I'd do it. I'd spread it out.
She is hunting the Alliance, if there is an Alliance yet. Here we go, they're setting out. Likely to their doom.
What's an Imperial lieutenant doing, getting involved with this?
He fell in love with a local woman, lost a promotion.
Hmm.
Then he lost the woman.
I don't know if I trust that reasoning. It sounds like the kind of reason I would use if I wanted to. I wanted to appeal to someone's heart.
I prepared a reduced schedule for tomorrow. I know you were eager for that.
I mean a great deal to the men.
And now, I see the gantry still unpainted.
And I know we can't all be up there, but I fear morale might be crushed by having anything more than an essential roster down here tomorrow night.
I find it so difficult to trust anyone, but that's a lot of cash sitting behind a little gate.
Don't move. Skykyber. He's been hiding it. He won't say why he's here, where he's from. He doesn't say what he believes in, and now this?
Ooh, someone's gonna die.
I'm being paid. The day before is always hard. Too much time to worry. Of course I'm afraid. But there's a difference between fear and losing your nerve. You want out of this. Make a choice.
This is a good speech.
Excuse.
I think that was the best decision, to be honest, because they need to know exactly why he's there and how much they can trust him, and he needs to know if they can trust them.
When were you planning to tell me about this new foundation?
Oh, didn't think you'd be interested.
Why is that?
It's charitable.
I don't like that. I don't like her husband. I feel like he is working against her. Yep.
Taramin's in charge now. Completely in charge. I need to know you understand that.
Where will you be?
If all goes well, we'll see you tomorrow night. No farewells tonight.
What are they doing? I don't understand what their part of the plan is.
It'll all be over this time tomorrow.
Or it'll just be starting.
Or it will just be starting, yeah. Oh, it's the deep breath before the plunge. Which is incidentally one of my favourite lines from Lord of the Rings. Yeah. Oh, tenseness. That episode was tense. So that was episode 5 of Andor, and my whole feeling throughout that was just, this is tense. This is very tense, and no one trusts anyone, and something bad's about to happen. I can feel it in my bones. I don't trust people, and yeah, I don't trust the Imperial Lieutenant or Lieutenant. I can't remember which pronunciation they use. I just about trust the rest of the rebel cell. I do not trust Mon Mothma's husband. It's just it's like I said literally moments ago in this video, it is the deep breath before the plunge, and it's that moment. It's like, and it's also like what Cassian said. The last day is the hardest because you doubt everything, and you think about everything, and there's too much time to think about it before it actually starts, and that's when the nerves come, that's when the doubts come, and that's exactly what I felt throughout that whole episode. It was, oh God, there's so many things that can go wrong, and they likely will, and this is going to be very, very difficult, and it's going to end in disaster for at least someone. I imagine at least half that rebel cell is dead tomorrow. And I wouldn't put money against Mon Mothma having to kill her husband as well. Oh, dear me. Stress. Lots and lots of stress. I will say that this show continues to be shot beautifully. This is like an old school kind of filming. This isn't on the whatever they call it, the projector screens. I can't remember what they're called now. This isn't on the volume. This is out in the world, and I believe they filmed most of it here in England or in the UK, which is cool. Which would it would therefore make sense why so many of the actors involved are English. If you're still there, yeah, it's just beautifully shot, and I can just feel the emotion in every single scene, which means it's well directed as well, which is what we want. And it's got a good story at the moment because it's taken what we knew about Cassian at the beginning of Rogue One and throughout Rogue One. Beginning of Rogue One, he was, I don't know if jaded is the right word, but he was ruthless and survival instinct to the max. And that is more important than and that is more important than anything. And we see that absolutely at the moment, because we don't really see him change until during Rogue One, when he's willing to sacrifice himself. I don't know, but I don't know what point I'm trying to make. I'm just making the point that the emotional journey that we're getting with Cassian is really cool. And however long this show runs, if it's 2 seasons or 3 seasons, I still think it's 3 seasons, it's going to be a really fascinating journey. Just from where we've started, it's just great. I love it so much. I'm still curious about the friends and family he left behind. If there's going to be any blowback on them. We saw a brief glimpse of the Empire, like cleaning up the streets, and putting in new officers and things to run the place, but we didn't see any of them. So I'm looking forward to seeing that during the season. If we get to go back, maybe, I don't know. But the most important thing is the next episode and seeing who betrays who, because someone's going to betray someone. I can just feel it. I can feel it coming. I don't know if that's just them building up the tension, or it's actually going to happen, or maybe it's just me. Who knows? At this point, no one can tell. But there we go. Right. God, this show is so good. Guys, seriously, if you're not enjoying the show, I'm curious. Why? Tell me why. Because I'm loving it. Even though it's just stress-inducing. It's so good. Yeah, can't wait for the next episode. And that's it for this video. Thank you very much for joining me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell, and comment below. All those things help me grow the channel, so I keep doing this to you, the internet. Tell me what you thought of this episode. Did you enjoy it? Where do you think we're going to go in the next one? And where do you think this season is going to end? Do you think it's going to end in disaster, hope, death and tragedy for all, apart from Cassian and Mon Mothma? Because we know those two survive. Everyone else is up for grabs as far as death is concerned. So yeah, tell me your thoughts, and I'll see you in the next video.